Citizens of the last city, can you hear me? Hang on. I'm trying to... Okay. There. Got it. That should hold. Citizens, as you know, our city has been plunged into darkness. Some are calling it the endless night. Many of you are confused, scared. I know. But I have an early report on what's going on that I think you should hear. Welcome back to another Vanguard report. For any who are new, welcome. My name is Kaz PhD, and I'm a guardian who fights not only for the defense of our fair city, but also digs into the mystery and lore of our destiny, to try to help to bring some sense of understanding. For those who have been here for some time, thank you for your continued support. As you know, last week the sun failed to rise. Our city has been wrapped in darkness, and you want answers. As the Vanguard reported, we know the Vex are behind this, blanketing our home in a simulation. But how? Why? To what end? You have questions, and today I have some answers. I have managed to intercept a report from the Future War Cult. Like everyone else, the cult has been investigating the simulation, and this is what they have found. Supplemental Report, FWC 2298, Blackout. The Endless Night. What is it? What does it do? We may not have all the answers, but here's what we know. Remote scans of the Endless Night either failed to return data or returned contradictory data. This behavior suggested an admittance of electromagnetic disruption, which indicated that this is more than a simulation projected over the city. Confirmation of this disruption has occurred as every probe sent into the clouds, even shielded ones, experienced acute electrical overload within seconds. Now, having confirmed the existence of the EM field, we have reached a new hypothesis in our reevaluation of our initial scans. We believe that we are not, in fact, receiving contradictory data, but a scrambling of our own scans, rewritten with new information. These scans are subsequently being bounced back to us and are infiltrating our systems via routing programs masquerading as collected data. Anyone wondering how they've managed to shut down our power distribution and water purification facilities without firing a shot needs look no further. They set a trap, and we sprang it. This information absolutely must be aired to the rest of the consensus. Some of my colleagues believe the actual night visualization is meant to be a means of psychological warfare. Whether that is intended or not is unclear, though there has undoubtedly been an effect on the population, as reports of illness and sleep loss have spiked considerably. I've moved to cease all data collection, but I have repeatedly been overridden by higher clearances. I must again recommend that we sever all connections and terminate any data collection sweeps. We're digging our own graves otherwise. Whatever executive still has that uplink running, knock it off. You're playing with fire here. FWC, R&D Head, Arsha Saad. So you see, Future War Cult has some preliminary answers. It seems that, beyond a simulation, our city has been wrapped in an electromagnetic distortion. More than that, the distortion has created some kind of feedback loop, where our own data is being rewritten and bounced back. The more we send signals in to investigate, the more our data and systems become disrupted. The power failure in the Peregrine district the other day? Relocating the marketplace away from the core district? These are the results of our own systems being distorted by the same effect causing the endless night. Future War Cult knows this, their lead R&D expert knows it, and has been trying to warn our city leaders. But she has been blocked. Why? Well, first and foremost, citizens, there is a protocol. We may not like it at times, but with conflicting information coming in from various sources, it is usually best to bring the data together and form a plan before informing the general public. Bits of information, out of context, can create a real panic, and the Vanguard does what it can to avoid those. However, this time, there is something more nefarious at play. Someone is blocking Arsha Saad from even communicating with the city leaders. She is being blocked at every turn. Thankfully, I am not bound by the same restrictions. So, why? Well, digging into FWC communications even further, I found something troubling. It would seem that someone high up in the future war cult has been probing the distortion relentlessly since it began. Rather than the usual finesse and care that I would think would be warranted here, they have attempted to brute force their way into the system. Integration after integration, test after test, they have failed. Worse than that, there have been fatalities. Has that stopped them? No. In fact, it seems to have spurred them on even further. Somehow they have deployed a paracausal asset, codenamed Riley, to integrate into the network. While this seems to have worked, that feedback loop I mentioned has caused a containment breach. Despite trying to clear and purge it, FWC assets have gone missing, including this so-called Riley. The connection remains open. It continues to broadcast, keeping the door open for the feedback loop to continue interfering with our systems. I have tried to stop it, but I'm only one guardian. New Splicer tech that I have received from our new Elixni allies has given me greater freedom to operate, but I'm operating outside Vanguard clearance. It is incredibly difficult to hack these systems to learn the truth, share that with you, and avoid detection, capture, and cessation by the FWC and Vanguard alike. Some of the footage you're seeing here has been pre-recorded, others a simulation of my own. There is growing mistrust among everyone in the city, and while I too am acting out of some paranoia, I am trying to provide all of you with the truth, and to cut through the stubbornness of both the FWC and the Vanguard. To the future war cult, I implore you, please, discontinue what you are doing. I understand the desire to learn more. Knowledge is often our greatest strength and asset. But something bigger is happening here. Something has anticipated your curiosity and is using it against us all. To the Vanguard, I know that you hesitate to manage city factions, but this is a clear and present risk to the city, and I believe you need to interfere here. Furthermore, we need to better inform the people of the last city. I understand the need to keep some information safe, secure, and to manage the morale of the city, but people are being fed the wrong information, or none at all, and this is causing fear and rampant paranoia. You can hear it in the streets, and if we let it continue, it will get far worse. To my fellow Guardians, our new Elixni allies, and to all the citizens of the last city, please, try to remain calm. Yes, it is literally a dark time for us, but our unity has always been our greatest strength. We have stood the test of time, we have pushed back external threats, and we did so by coming together, working together, and trusting each other. We need to remain vigilant, yes, but not at the cost of becoming isolated, ignorant, violent. Only together will we see ourselves through this. For now, I will continue my investigations. I am actively researching the Vex network, but from inside the Nexus, hoping to find new ways to thwart and intercept Vex data to bring the simulation to a close. How does that pre-Golden Age saying go? It's always darkest before the dawn. We will get there. Thank you for tuning in. As I find myself somewhat busy and having to stay one step ahead, my broadcasts may become a little erratic. Be sure to keep your ghosts and radios subscribed to this frequency so you don't miss the next one. I'll bring you more context when I have it. As always, I ask that you be safe, be kind, and I'll see you all next time. Bye now.